Imagine waking up tomorrow, and there's no water. Not a drop in the oceans, not a puddle in the street, not even the condensation on your bathroom mirror. The rivers? Gone. The lakes? Dust bowls. The oceans? A barren wasteland of cracked mud and rusting ships. Sounds like a nightmare, right? Well, buckle up, because this is going to get dry. We take water for granted. You turn on a tap, there it is. You look at Earth from space. 70% of it is covered in the stuff. But what if, for some impossible reason, all of it just vanished instantly? No ice caps, no raindrops, no underground aquifers, nothing. How would the planet react? How would humans survive? And most importantly, who gets to keep the last bottle of sparkling water? The moment water disappears, Earth changes instantly. The air becomes dry and dusty within minutes. Without oceans to regulate temperature, coastal regions would swing wildly between boiling hot days and freezing nights. Animals that depend on water sources would die within hours. Fish first, obviously. Imagine millions of them flopping helplessly on now dry seabeds. It's not just sad, it's smelly. The stench would be unbearable. Humans? We'd be in shock. No water means no coffee, no showers, and no flushing toilets. Society might collapse faster than your Wi-Fi during a storm. Without oceans, our climate system falls apart. The ocean currents that distribute heat across the globe? Gone. The water cycle that makes clouds and rain? Gone. Without clouds, the Earth's surface would bake under unfiltered sunlight during the day and lose heat rapidly at night. Deserts would spread everywhere. And without rain, agriculture collapses. Crops wither in days. Livestock dies soon after. Even if you found a secret stash of bottled water, it wouldn't keep you alive forever. Food shortages would hit within weeks. Most people think trees give us all our oxygen. True, but only partially. A huge amount of oxygen, about 50%, comes from tiny ocean plants called phytoplankton. Without oceans, they're gone, and Earth's oxygen levels would start dropping. At first, you might not notice. But after a few months, breathing would become harder. High-altitude cities would feel like living on top of Mount Everest. With the oceans gone, we'd see the full shape of the continental shelves and deep ocean trenches for the first time. The Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the ocean, would be an 11-kilometer deep scar in the Earth's crust. Shipwrecks, lost cities, even World War II submarines, all exposed to daylight for the first time in decades or centuries. But don't get too excited about treasure hunting. You'd be busy just trying to stay alive. Life on Earth has evolved around water for billions of years. Without it, we'd be looking at one of the biggest extinction events in history. Marine life? Completely wiped out. Land animals? Almost all gone within weeks, except maybe some desert species that can survive without drinking for long periods. Humans? We'd start dying out in less than 3 days without access to fluids. And no, drinking soda or wine wouldn't help long term. You'd just get dehydrated faster. The only chance for survival would be underground. Some water is stored deep inside the Earth's crust, trapped in minerals. Scientists call it bound water, but extracting it would require advanced technology and massive energy. Another option might be melting ice on other planets or moons and shipping it to Earth. But with the oceans gone, global cooperation might collapse into chaos long before a water-space mission could be organized. From space, Earth would no longer be the blue planet. It would look brown, orange, and beige, more like Mars. The reflective polar ice caps would be gone, accelerating global warming. And without the weight of all that water pressing down on Earth's crust, tectonic plates would shift more violently. Expect mega-earthquakes and supervolcano eruptions, as if dying of thirst wasn't bad enough. Let's say you're one of the lucky few who manages to find a hidden underground bunker stocked with water. How long could you last? Well, not very. Even if you had enough for a year, what happens after? Without agriculture, without ecosystems, without the water cycle, there's no long-term survival. Humanity would go extinct, not with a bang, but with the dry crackle of dust in the wind. With humans gone, Earth would slowly turn into a dead, arid rock. Winds would carve deep canyons where rivers once flowed. Coral reefs, now exposed, would crumble into dust. The only signs of our existence would be our cities, slowly eroding under endless sandstorms. The irony? Billions of years from now, some alien explorers might land here and wonder why the planet used to have oceans. Okay, enough with the doom. Could this ever happen? Realistically, no. Water is part of Earth's deep system. Even if all surface water evaporated, geological processes would recycle it over millions of years. But this thought experiment should remind us of one thing. Water is life. Without it, everything we know disappears. So maybe the next time you take a sip from your glass, remember, it's not just water, it's survival in liquid form. So what would you do if you had the last bottle of water on Earth? Would you drink it, or trade it for something else?